I'm going to be working on some remake development and just kind of playing around with remake, um, and also maybe doing a little copywriting, but we'll see about that. So first of all, let's get remake started. So we're going to go into terminal. We'll open up the remake framework. And we're going to start the server, npm run dev. Okay, let's open up Sublime. And let's get our framework. Okay, so we're in the middle of making some updates to this framework so that it supports file uploading really easily. So let's see what the latest thing we did was. So we're passing the correct file name, and we also have a URL. Let's see, client side. Nope, it's not there. There's some template. There we go. File upload test. So if we go to localhost 3000, and we go to let's see, we're going to go to our board, and then we're going to go to file upload test. We have this file input here. And if we select a file, so let's see what we can select. Yeah, we'll just use the remake logo, I guess. Then we're going to get from %0 to %100, and we're going to see if we go into uploads, under our username is going to be the file, and it's going to have the SVG, the total SVG in there. So I think it's working. Let's make sure that in our directory helpers, get directory for upload. So let's check if it's multi-tenant. If it is multi-tenant, we're gonna get the app name plus a slash. Otherwise, it's gonna be empty, and we're gonna upload it to remake uploads slash the app path if it's there, and then slash the username. And the username is always going to be there. And it looks like it's working. It seems like it's working, and it's, that's the same strategy we use for everything else. Hey, Adonis Walker. Hey, Rage OS. How's it going? So I think that should just work for that. And then let's go to our upload API route. So we're doing a post request to some app name if we're using the multi-tenant version of Remake, and then slash upload. And this first part is not required. That's why we have this question mark after this capture group. And then we have slash upload. So this is going to trigger whenever we post a slash upload, which we're doing automatically on the front end with this Ajax library right here. So we have Ajax file upload posting to slash upload. We get the app name, if there is one, the username from the client, and the current user. And then we get the page author from the username. I'm actually not sure if this is secure, because I'm getting the username from the URL. I'm getting the username from the URL, and I'm pretty sure client side you can change that. So that's a problem. I think this might be insecure. I think this might be pretty insecure, yeah. Because all I'm doing is comparing, well, let's see. So I get the current user from the user object that's on the request. So this is definitely right. But the username I'm getting from just the client side. And that's not really, well, I guess it is maybe, well, current user. So this one you can't fake the current user because this is on the this is created by the by passport.js. So we're saying if we have current user and the current user username is equal to the page URL. So even if you change the page URL, you can't change this part. You can't change the current user on the request object. So I guess the only way you could fake it is if you were already logged in as a user and then you change the URL to be that username. But yeah, that's not really an issue. You're already logged in as them. Okay, so I guess it is secure. Then we're going to check that we have request files and request files.file. This is the default name that we're using. Let's just check. So we have uploads, then we have our app, we have pages, file upload test. So this is an input element with a data I attribute on it, and a type of file and a name of some file. Now I believe we overwrite this name. And you can see that here when we add the form data, we're setting its input. Hey, awesome dude 272, thank you for following. I really appreciate that. So we append the form data, we overwrite the file name to file so that we know in the upload post requests that it's always going to just be file is going to be the name of the file. And we're only allowing single uploads. So we get that file from here, and then we get the upload path directory, which we just saw in directory helpers. So we get the directory for the upload by passing in the app name and the username. And then we're going to see if there's an error when we create the directory for this upload path. So we're using make dir slash p, dash p, which if you don't know, like on the command line, that makes a directory like a child directory. So you can do like slash directory slash child directory slash another child directory. And usually make directory doesn't support that. But if you use the or maybe it does normally support that, but it's not going to create child directories for you if they don't exist. So then there's the dash p option, which will do that for you. So we're going to just make sure there was no error creating that directory. Oh, no, we got a console error here. Let's delete that. So then we're going to get the upload path. We're going to join the upload path directory with file underscore get long unique ID. So this is just going to be a URL safe unique ID, long one, as we want this to be globally unique among all users. And then we're going to get the extension name of the file. And this file name is coming from the actual file name. So that's what we fixed last. Then we're going to move it into, we're going to move the file into the upload path. And if there's an error, we're going to send a status of 500 along with a JSON object. Otherwise, we're going to say JSON success equals true. So let's go back into, so this is the overall file upload utility, but we need to find where we're actually, not the utility, but where we're actually implementing this data I attribute. So if we go into input.js, we go into file upload. This is where we're going to see that. So we're saying, okay, we're looking for an input that has a type of file and has a data I attribute on it. When that comes in, we're going to grab the element. We're going to grab the first file on it. If there's a file there, we're going to disable the file input element, and then we're going to call this utility function. We're going to pass in the file input element because it needs that to be able to get the file name from it. And then we're going to have this callback called onProgress that the file upload function implements. So we have this onProgress callback, and we say, you know, onProgress, we're going to call this, as well as onLoadStart, we're going to set progress to 0, as well as onLoadEnd, we're going to set it to 100. And these are just kind of like old school AJAX calls, but you can't actually get, I'm pretty sure you can't get file upload with fetch. So that's why we're using these like old school, you know, XHR methods. So then we got onProgress. The callback to that, hey, awesome dude 272, you said E? You can't see the screen? It's black loading. Oh, I just dropped a bunch of frames. The internet was recently increased a ton here, so I was pretty sure that it was going to be fine. But I think every once in a while the internet kind of craps out here. So I'm looking at my download speed right now, it's excellent. My upload speed is struggling a tiny bit. I think it's because everyone's doing, you know, video chat. But actually my upload speed seems fine. It seems like it's 15 megabits per second, which is like a couple megabytes. That should be fine. So I don't know why I dropped 82% of my frames over the last 2 minutes. That's weird. I am downscaling the resolution and my FPS is at 30. I think it might just be something temporary. If maybe you could tell me if it's a little bit better now, although this says it's worse now. I don't know why. I'm plugged into, like, directly into my Ethernet. My internet seems fine. I really don't know why. Is it better now? Did the error just, oh. Let's see. What is this? Drop frames. No, it seems like maybe it's not better. So I'm still dropping 84% of my frames. Jeez, that's terrible. Okay, I'm going to switch to a different streaming software. I'll be right back.